Hey, welcome back to the second hour of LoveBabz, Love Talk on Babz Rawls-Ivy. It is Tuesday in the Elm, and it's not raining. It's it's a little overcast. A little overcast, but it's sunny. Not sunny, you know. So by 11, I think the sun will be out for the rest of the day. And it'll be nice. So tomorrow will be cloudy, and Thursday it'll be rainy, and Friday it'll be sunny, Saturday sunny, Sunday it'll rain, Monday it'll rain. You know, summer. It's summer. Summertime is here. So let me see. I talked to you yesterday about movies, and what's coming up. You go to Rotten Tomato. Uh, you go to Rotten Tomato, they could tell you all the upcoming films, you know. Uh, that's about it. Uh, let's see. What else is coming up? I wouldn't mind looking at the books that are coming out. That might be that might be interesting, you know. Books for this summer. What are people reading? Do people still do summer reads? I do. I started David Blight's book, Frederick Douglass. Path of Freedom or something. What's it called? Prophet of Freedom. So, uh, and it's big. So I think I'm still in the introductory part. So, Penguin Random House, Books of Summer. Princeton has a book, what's on their list. I wonder if Lauren puts out a summer read. Let me see who's got what. The New York Times, Lit Hub. Hmm. Let me do this. How about if I was like summer black books? That's what I want to know. I'll go and see who's reading what. Books by black authors in 2025. Okay, I could skip 2025 releases by Bookshop. Electric Literature. Uh Ebony. New books by Ebony might be one to oh, this black girl reads. That might be this might be one I want to know. Whose opinion I might care something about. I don't care about Amazon or New York Times. Mostly anticipated books by black authors coming out in 2025. And this is from the black this black girl reads. Reading as resistance, reflection, and revolution. So she put this out in January. So this was her January list by Layla. I think that's her name. So so here are the books at the top of her list. Oh, I want this book. Good Dirt by Charmaine Wilkerson. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. See, I knew if I went to the black folks. So Wilkerson's first book, Black Cake, was everything, and it was turned into a miniseries. Her new book is a multi-generational epic that examines the ties that bind families and the secrets that can both unite and divide them. I loved Black Cake. I read it, and I tell you something else. I love the miniseries even more than I love the book. And now I was hoping that they would do another part of it because it was so good, but they're not. But it's good. Black Cake was good. So now I want to read Good Dirt. Okay, all right. This one keeps coming up. Kennedy Ryan's Can't Get Enough. Now, this is what the author of this blog says. I know I'm not the only one who has this book at the top of their 2025 reading list. I'm seriously counting down the days. This is book three in the Skyland series that focuses on Hendrix, who lives a fabulous life. She's living her best life and has yet to find a man that can keep up with her until she meets her match. Oh, now I've been seeing this book everywhere, but now I feel like I should just go and read all her books. Okay, I'm just gonna run through books. Uh, but I want this book. My sister friend and housemate and fellow Maven mate is reading Dream Count by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. And so a publishing event 10 years in the making, a searing, exquisite new novel by the best-selling and award-winning author of Americana. I loved Americana. And we should all be feminists. I love that too. The story of four women and their loves, longings, and desires. I might read that after her. I don't know. So many books. This is another one, Blood in the Water. So I knew I was doing right by coming to see Black Folks List by Tiffany D. Jackson. So get ready for the creepy beach read of the summer. Mega best-selling and award-winning author Tiffany D. Jackson, The Weight of Blood, White Smoke, makes her thrilling middle grade debut with this can't put down murder mystery set on Martha's Vineyard. Think Jaws for a whole new generation. Oh, I love that. I don't know if I'm gonna get to it, but I just love the idea of it. Like I love the idea of it. Daniel Black, Isaac's Song. So if you read Don't Cry for Me and loved it as much as this author, this person whose list I'm reading from, um, then this book is a must read as well. The story follows Isaac, a young queer black man finding his voice and finding his voice in his was in 1980s Chicago. Amidst amidst his complicated upbringing, despite working in tech for Microsoft and being quite successful, he's still struggling. Urged by his therapist to begin writing the story, we get to see how his life has unfolded. Told through journal entries, this book is everything. So, and she says, thank you, Net Galley, Harlequin Trade Publishing, and Hanover Square for giving her an advance copy of this song. I mean, of this book, Isaac's Song. Um, let's see. Ladarian Williams, Bones at the Crossroads. I don't know these stories. She says, I know this one won't disappoint. This is a sequel to the explosive Blood at the Root, where a black teenager with magical powers returns to Cayman University only to find new dangers and new secrets. Malik continues his journey to find answers. Oh, that's gonna be good. I might have to sneak that into the little library. Zeal, by Morgan Jenkins. Sorry, Morgan Jerkins. So they've been waiting patiently for Jenkins for Jerkins to drop something. This woman needs to get a spell check for her page because she got a lot of words that are not spelled right. I've waited patiently for Jerkins to drop something new. So this one is at the top of her list. It's an epic multi-generational novel that illuminates the legacy of slavery and the power of romantic love. Okay, I don't like slavery and romantic love in the same sentence. Danielle Allen's Plus Size Player. Okay, so she loved everything about Allen's Curvy Girl Summer. So she hopes this one will be just as fun. Allen brings another steamy, witty novel about finding the perfect partner and how sometimes what you are looking for is right in front of you. Okay. Lola Akinmade, Bitter Honey. Spanning 4 decades and 3 continents, Bitter Honey is a story of mothers, daughters, and the importance of carving your own path. Zora Neale Hurston, The Life of Herod the Great. It's a novel. This previously unpublished historical novel from Zora Neale Hurston examines and reimagines the infamous biblical figure King Herod. Well, that's quite interesting. All right, Zora Neale Hurston. So, uh, cool. And then she lists some oh, I keep knocking this down. The adult fiction and nonfiction releases: The Love Lyric by Christina Forrest, Death of the Author by Indy Okafor, Ghana to the World, Recipes and Stories That Look Forward While Honoring the Past by Eric Ajapong and Portia Wilson. I like him. He's got an interesting take on food. He's African, and he's good looking, and I think he's got New Haven ties. The Nature of Love by Tony Shiloh, No Ordinary Love by Maya Ariel, uh, Audra and Bash Are Just Friends by Tia Williams, Flirting Lessons by Jasmine Guillory, Harlem Rhapsody by Mysora, Victoria Christopher Murray, Jamaica Road by Lisa Smith, The Rewrite by Lizzie Damilola Blackburn, Gold Coast Dilemma by Nana Malone, uh, Bibliotherapy in the Bronx by Emily Rumble. I saw that one over at Possible Futures bookstore. This Ends in Embers by Camilla Cole, Junie by Aaron Crosby, Happy Land by Dolan Perkins, Plus Size Player by Daniel Allen, Sweet Heat by Babalola, The Filling Station by Vanessa Miller, A Book of Poems for Black Kings by Botolerius King, Spilling the Tea Kindle by Brenda Jackson, Red Clay by Charles B. Fancher, The Love Simulation by Etta Easton, People of Means by Nancy Johnson, A Season of Light by Julie Iron Munanya, One in a Million by Beverly Kendall, A Wager at Midnight by Vanessa Riley, Oath, Oathbound by Tracy Dion, Black in Blues, How a Color Tells the Story of My People by Imani Perry. I've heard about that one. Mainline Mama, a memoir by Keona Harris. It's You Every Time by Charles Thomas. Florida Water, poems by Aja Monet. Tony at Random, the iconic writer's legendary editorship by Dana A. Williams. And the Norton Anthology of African American Literature, Volume 1, fourth edition. Love Rita, An American Story of Sisterhood, Joy, Loss, and Legacy by Bridget M. Davis. Bemused by Farah Roshan. The Queen's Spade by Sarah Roffley. North King's Unexpected Inevitability by A. E. Valdez. Fish Tales by Nettie Jones. Love Spells Trouble by Nia Davenport. Needy Little Things by Chanel Desamores. And How We Heek by LaJune Montgomery Tabron. And This Kind of Trouble by Tochi Ease. Cool. All right. So there's a lot of good choices to take to the beach this summer. A lot of good choices. A lot of good choices. The Root has some books out. Let's see if they match. Uh, okay. Family and Other Calamities by Leslie Gray Streeter came out June 1st. It's a novel. Let's see. All the Men I've Loved Again by Christine Pride. Huh. I don't know this one. It's a beautiful coming of age story which follows the main character, Cora, as she finds herself torn between the same two men at very two different points in her life, at 20 something college student and again in her 40s. Oh, been there, done that. I don't know if I want to read that. This is not a ghost story by Anne-Marie. It's a novel. Oh, so it's a novel from Grammy-nominated artist Anne-Marie. The book tells the story of a black man who walks into the light and lands in Los Angeles. And while he has no memory of his past life or how he died, he finds himself a celebrity for being the first visible ghost. Now that sounds this sounds quite interesting. Uh, Make Your Way Home by Carrie R. Moore came out July 15th. It's a collection of 11 beautifully written stories, all set in the American South, that center around black people trying to find love in places that don't always love them back. That's quite interesting. Joy Goddess, Alelia Walker and the Harlem Renaissance by Alelia Bundles. So it's the biography of Alelia Walker, the daughter of Madam C.J. Walker, the first black female millionaire. And the book written by her great granddaughter, Alelia, takes readers to the Harlem Renaissance and a world of educated blacks who created a life and a culture in Harlem in the 1920s. Hmm. Meet Me at the Crossroads by Megan Giddings. It's a novel that explores what happens to twin sisters when they step through mysterious doors that lead to unknown. Will they find utopia or danger? Interesting. When We Ruled, The Rise and Fall of 12 African Queens and Warriors by Paula Akpan. Uh, and We Don't Talk About Carol, a novel by Kristen L. Berry. This one came out June 3rd. Centers around Sydney, who finds a photo of a girl who looks a lot like her after her grandmother passes away. Sydney discovers the woman is actually her Aunt Carol, one of a group of black girls in North Carolina who went missing in the 1960s. Although no one talks about the circumstances around Carol's disappearance, Sydney is determined to find out the truth. But as she tries to learn more, she discovers secrets that make her question everything. Ooh, okay. Ah, Mother Emanuel, 2 centuries of race, resistance, and forgiveness in one Charleston church by Kevin Sack. This came out in June. So June 17, 2025 marks the 10-year anniversary of the tragedy of Mother Emanuel in Charleston, South Carolina. Has it been 10 years? It feels like that happened like 2 years ago. Gosh. So, the tragedy of Mother Emanuel in Charleston, South Carolina, when 9 black parishioners or parishioners were killed by a white supremacist while attending Bible study. So, in Mother Emanuel, 2 centuries of race, resistance, and forgiveness in one Charleston church, journalist Kevin Sack looks at the 200-year-old history of the oldest AME congregation in the South and how faith allowed the family members of those killed on that horrific day to find forgiveness after unspeakable loss. Okay, so here's a book that's similar to what I read earlier on this list. Tony at Random, The Iconic Writer's Legendary Editorship by Dana A. Williams. It came out June 17th. So most people know Toni Morrison as the author of classic novel Beloved. But in Tony at Random, Howard University's Dean of the Graduate School, Dana A. Williams, delves into the time Morrison spent as editor at Random House, publishing, weaving in personal memories of some of the conversations they shared. So writing this book has been a labor of love, and we know far too little about Toni Morrison as editor, but her influence on the publishing industry cannot be overstated. She was a force, Williams said. The Great Misfortune of Stella Sedgwick by S. Isabel. Came out July 8th. So this is kind of like a Bridgerton vibe. It's a hilarious romance about a young black woman in 1860s England who is trying to find balance between her desire to pursue a career as a writer and a societal norms for women at the time. Stacey Abrams has a new book out that came out July. It's out today. Coded Justice by Stacey Abrams, a thriller. So it's the latest thriller in Stacey Abrams' Avery Keene series. The story follows the former Supreme Court clerk who has joined a prestigious Washington, D.C. law firm tasked with investigating whether or not a mysterious death at a tech company trying to revolutionize the medical industry is a sign of something evil. That might make a good book, Miss Stacey Adams. Abrams might make a good book. Plus Size Player, this is the second book from that other list. The Dancing Face, a professor plans to steal the priceless Benin mask from a British museum in order to liberate it, but others with more powerful and fewer morals want to get their hands on the mask as well, leading the professor and those he cares about down a dangerous path. Okay. Uh, all right. Uh, Positive Obsession: The Life and Times of Octavia E. Butler by Susanna M. Morris. This comes out August 5th. I think this might be interesting. Octavia Butler was a pioneer in the world of science fiction writing, blazing trails for future generations of Black storytellers. In Positive Obsession, Susanna M. Morris writes about how Butler's positive obsession with the craft of writing inspired her to create despite tremendous obstacles, including rejection and personal hardship. That might be something to pick up. So these are the this is the list, the summer list, the list of 2025 books that they think are important and that you should get your hands on. So yeah, this is pretty good. That's what I mean. There's a lot of black sources out there. And so you just pick the ones that you're comfortable reading from and get a sense of uh you know, what speaks to you. And I just put in my search was summer black books and there was a bunch of them that came up. So there's no reason why you can't read black books. You know, there's a lot. I mean, electric literature, 48 books by women of color to read. And these are all just women of color to read in 2028. I mean, that's interesting to me. That you could find all these books. I mean, you could break it down to books by black women, books by queer people, books by queer black women, queer books by non-binary black people. I mean, I love that you could absolutely just that you could just find all the niches, you know. And electric literature is, I think, a place for queer and the LGBTQ plus community, you know. So there's a lot of stuff, like if you break it down, like I haven't even seen any of these books. Well, one or two of them. And so they mix it in with uh, people of color. So that's quite interesting. So if you're looking for some books by people of color, I mean, if you're just online, like the people who listen to me who don't have access to bookstores that carry black books, or if you're in town, get over to Possible Futures. That is a great place to find all the black books that are hitting the streets. like now. They really are a good opportunity, you know. So, yeah, so they've got books up here that I don't even know. And this is for 2025. They got them broken out by what comes out in April, what comes out in June, that kind of stuff. And I know there are people who like to stay on top of when books hit the streets, particularly if they're a follower of a particular author, because people have their authors that they dig and follow, you know. Uh, I'm sort of somewhat like that, not totally, uh, not so much. And then they got like black romance books, which is my thing. I love. I don't read nearly enough. Terry McMillan has a new book out. Who asked you? And then Cade Bentley, Where Wild Peaches Grow. I'm interested. One Summer in Savannah, More to Life. There's a Black Romance Book Festival 2025. And so this gives you all the Goodreads. I think Goodreads is owned by, aren't they owned by Amazon? You know. Uh, so yeah. I mean, there's a whole bunch of Black romance list. Steamy Black books, best romance novels, summer Black books, romance novels. So yeah, so you could really get yourself into some serious reading. Uh yeah. I'm here for it. I mean, I'm no fan of Amazon, but they do have a listing. So if you feel compelled, that might be the way to go. If you don't want to, I would invite you to take deep dives. That's what I would suggest. Don't just live in the world of Amazon. That's what I would that's what I would suggest. I would suggest that. What else is going on? Yeah, I feel pretty good. I love talking about new things, films, books. Maybe tomorrow I'll tackle music. Who's got new music out? Who's doing what? You know, I could go on and on and on. I could go cookbooks. I could go, um, I love couture. I'm following couture people on Instagram because I love the runways. Um, I'm just fascinated by couture and the people who make it. So yeah. I also, let's see, what else am I interested in? Um, the paint colors for the year. Those kinds of trends, and how they dictate, what we buy. Um, but yeah, no, summer read is good because people do, I think they like to cozy up in the summer to something. I tell you what I'd like to do, because the Obamas put out their reading list. Um, they put out a summer reading list and then their what they've read this year so far, or whatever. They are avid readers. I'm like, ooh, I used to be an avid reader, but now I can only manage like maybe two books at a clip. And then it takes me a long time to read, but I'm about to change that. I'm about to knock some books out and just get them knocked out so that I can get on with reading. I have so many things to do. So many things to do. So many things to do. So many things, so many things, so many things to do. So, uh, I gotta make a suggestion to somebody about something else that I want to do. which I think would be a better deal. And I think I like that better. Uh, yeah, I think I will offer up something else. So, yeah, I'll do that. Because I did that for somebody else recently. I think I did it for Long War. And I don't know how well received. I don't know who won it, but I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. See how it works, you know. Yeah, see, I see the sun coming out. See, because I can see my porch. I can sit. I'm like my porch is right there, but it's a window, so it's not like I could walk into it. But my porch is right there, and you can see the light coming in. You can see the light, so it's sunny after all that daggone rain. Oh, thank God it's not raining and raining and raining. Who wants that? All that disasters, and the federal government is not going to help you. So I'm not trying to go back to that conversation. I'm just grateful that it's sunny out. That's my point. My point is it's sunny out. That's the only point that I'm making, that it's sunny out. I need to do some other stuff. I need to figure this out. So happy birthday, K Wholeness. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. So today is Kay's birthday. And I'm very delighted by that. So I think she's planning a birthday trip next year. So I'm like, okay, okay, okay. Let me know. Yeah, see, Stacy's talking about her book. See, today is release day. So I was right on the money talking about this because up on her site is release day. Coda's Justice is out now and can't wait for you to meet Avery Keene's next chapter. Okay. I haven't read the first Avery Keene book, so I might have it. I gotta go look, which is fine. This is fine. We'll see what happens. So anyway, I guess Harry will be back tomorrow. Who knows? It's uh, it's nice having you here, Doreen. Thank you for riding shotgun. You're welcome anytime to come hang out. Keep me honest. Keep me tuned on. So I'm about to jump off air. I got like a hot minute left. So I'm gonna go get myself to the gym. And I think the temperature is rising because my nose is itchy. Once I walk into the air conditioning, it'll all stop. So, but anyway, I will see y'all tomorrow morning. Right back at you. It's Wednesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday. And I think it's gonna be a good day. So I'll see you tomorrow.